What is Sprint Zero? Well, it's this made up thing, to be honest. I don't know. I hear it a lot. I know what it is, and I don't know why they do it. Very often, Sprint Zero is about getting things ready for the team to sprint. Making sure that the technology is in place, making sure that they've got a backlog, making sure that, brutally honest, organisations that aren't very good at this, that want to spend more time delaying, analysing, setting things up because they're not good at that, do Sprint Zeros. I've got no real upside to give you with it. Okay, teams will go, we're going into Sprint Zero. It's like, okay, why? What are you going to do? Oh, we need to set these servers up. Great. Well, just take that. That's work towards your product. Take it into a sprint. Oh, but it's not part of a user story. Scrum doesn't care. Scrum isn't asking you to use user stories. It's asking you to build a product. If this is an intrinsic part of building a product, it's just work towards the product. Do it. And you can't do all the other stuff until it's done, so do it first. Oh, well, we don't have a full backlog. How much of a backlog do you actually need to get going? A sprint's worth. And how long is a sprint? Up to you. Up to a month long, but it doesn't have to be. When I teach product owner courses, when I work with Scrum Masters, my push is always start sooner than you're comfortable with. Okay? Because you're not going to get better feedback from a customer than giving them the thing they think they want and saying, did you want that? Is that it? Does that solve your problem? So the sooner you start building the things that are important, the sooner you're going to get feedback, the sooner you're going to start this virtuous cycle of test and learn, inspect and adapt. Okay? Sprint Zero is just going to delay you. You're going to take time and you're going to build a backlog and you're going to size a backlog and you're probably, I'll be honest, going to get a backlog signed off by somebody. I'm not even going to go there. When you could have spent a fraction of that time working out what's the most important things that we know about. What do we know that they want, or what do we need to learn about first? And get started. And in a few weeks, hand it to the customers and say, we did a thing, we built this. What do you think? Does it help you? Are we on the right track? And yes, you're going to spend some of that time continuing to populate your backlog with more work. So it may not be as much development time as you will in later sprints, but it's going to be way more valuable than at the end of 2 weeks turning around to people and say, thanks for paying us. We've not actually done anything you care about, which is what a Sprint Zero is going to be. Okay? So Sprint Zero, to be brutally honest, is a bad idea. I can't say anything good about it. I've had no experiences and I've heard no good reasons for it. Okay? If you are doing it, maybe you have them, and I'm not going to judge you for it, but it doesn't work for me. If you've got to this point in the video, I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, a like would be appreciated. If you want to hear more from me, more answers to questions that maybe you've got in the Agile world, please subscribe to the channel. And if you've got a question that you really want answered, drop it in the comments. I promise we'll get around to it. Thank you.